Morning, folks. Armadillo Garden Tools. If you're curious, you can scan our QR code and go to our website. Check out our amazing garden tools. I want to mention that you never know what you're going to do in your garden as far as what task you're going to encounter. Every one of these pots is going to require a different task. Whether I want to separate this cluster and spread these beautiful lilies, I believe, out and across the garden. That's probably not a lily. I can't tell you the name of it. Anyway, it's time to separate that and repot a couple of those. Here I have a cactus, and what I want to do is, of course, pull the weeds and then separate this out. It feels to me like some of these younger little suckers on the side want a pot of their own, so I'm going to give them one. Here's an old pot that passed away, got too hot and dry when I was traveling, so I'm going to yank that out and put some new lovely flowers in. Here's a number of coleus and I believe a Swedish ivy and then down there in the bottom I think I dropped some pepper seeds, and those are starting to come up, propagate, and there's a little clover in there that I'm going to remove. So those weeds are going to come out, and or pepper plants I'll repot in little pots of their own. Here's another cactus, which I have to be very careful on how I approach that. These little guys, those needles in there are so fine you can't even see them. You need somebody with glasses and pause. You need somebody with tweezers to go after them if you touch that with your bare hand, or if you brush against that. That's why I have these little forks, these smaller tools. I'm going to go in there with this little fork and what else? My little talon there, probably to move that and put that in a bigger pot. Here's a poinsettia that passed away, so I'm going to have to repot it. Here's a fern that doesn't like where it's currently planted, so I'm going to try to doctor that and give it some fertilizer, see what I can make of it. It hasn't grown a quarter inch in almost a year. And then here's a pot with too many plants in it. There's some weeds shoved in there with some succulents, and I believe also another pepper or pea plant coming up in the middle. There's a jade down in there, so I'm going to again go in with these tools. You see the wide variety of tools. That's what we do. We give you a long list of different tools that have different purposes. You'll find many of them are overlap, and we sell these visors also. For those of you that don't like baseball caps, I myself get too hot in a cap, so I like the visor. Just keep the sun out of my eyes. Anyway, stay tuned and we'll explain how all of these work. Thanks.